Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. So we are heading into the Earth Dragon month, which is the month of April, more precisely 4th of April to 4th of May. And so today we'll have a look at the monthly flying stars because this is quite a special chart. The monthly flying stars mirror the annual flying stars in each sector. So there's quite some interesting dynamics there. Now, if you are new to feng shui, if you're unfamiliar with this kind of chart that you see here on the screen, don't worry. All you need to do to actually understand what is happening and what you need to do is just stand in the center of your home or your office and use the compass that you have on your phone, or any other compass will also do, and just check where the relevant sectors are. Yeah, where's the south sector, where's the north sector, and then just follow the guidance that I'm giving in this video related to these sectors and what you should be using them for in this month of April, the Earth Dragon month, Wu Chen. Yeah, so let's take a look. Now, as I mentioned, it's a bit of a special month because we have double stars in each palace, meaning that we actually the same monthly star enters the sector, mirroring the annual star. So we'll start, as always, with the best sectors that we have in this month. And definitely one of the best ones is the southwest sector here, where we have a double 9. Yeah, the 9 flying star is one that generally brings happiness, happy events, celebrations, or just reasons to celebrate. Yeah, that could be an anniversary, it could be a birthday, it could be a promotion. So any situation that makes you feel happy is amplified in the southwest sector. Now, the southwest sector in April is a really, really amazing sector. If you feel a little bit down, or if you are depressed and not really feeling like yourself, if you feel deflated or demotivated, then spend as much time as possible in the southwest sector, because it will give you back the zest for life and that reason to love life. Yeah, you suddenly feel uplifted, and the energies themselves will infuse you with much more optimism and a positive feeling towards the future. So this is really, really a good sector. Now, obviously, if you work here, again, use this sector especially to make your work a little bit more enjoyable, or reach out to people, to partners, maybe form new partnerships if you want to, because this is also an energy that helps with harmonious relationships. So that can be used in business or in your personal life. If you have your master bedroom there, fantastic. Yeah, it's a month where you're probably going to have a really, really good relationship with your spouse. Especially, let's say, if the relationship has been a little bit strained previously, then this month things are settling down and you're gonna get along much better. So again, you can use this for personal purposes, but also for business. If you're working from home, Southwest is an amazing sector. It will just give you a positive vision for the future. And suddenly you get inspired to do things that you may not have thought of previously. So it's a lovely area to be in. If you can, I would say work in the southwest sector. Alternatively, if you cannot use the southwest, I would say use the east, because here we have a double 1. And the number 1 star is very, very similar to the number 9 in that it also brings a positive vision for the future, much, much more long-term thinking. It's a great area whenever you're doing anything that is related to investments or to long-term financial plannings. And this particular star, monthly and annual, also brings helpful people into your life. So in Chinese metaphysics, we call them noble people. And those are people that are just helpful to you in one way or another. Maybe they give you good advice. Maybe they mentor you in a particular area of life. Maybe it's just a friend whom you can talk to and sort of like vent when things are not going your way, or you may want to reach out if in a professional situation, if you need to reach out to people, sales, promotion, partnerships, marketing, whatever, like if you need to make sales calls, for example, then this is an excellent sector. So both the Southwest and the East are really, really positive. Try to use them as best as you can, especially if you're working from home. Really try to do as much work as possible from these sectors. And it doesn't matter whether these sectors are in the kitchen or in a utility room or whatever. Obviously, if you work from home, you don't want to sit in the utility room. But if these energies are located in a sector that, is maybe less used, it doesn't mean that they're not effective. You just kind of like open the doors to the room and let the energies flow. If there's a window in that particular area, open the window, make sure that the qi is being replenished and it's being moved within the area itself to help invigorate this particular energy. All right. Now, then we have the Northwest sector here. Also a very lovely sector. Because the Northwest pertains to, so the number 4 star is both an academic star, but it's also a peach blossom energy. Now, peach blossom energy in Chinese metaphysics refers to romantic energies, right? So if you are single and looking, then do all the looking from the Northwest. Yeah, whether you are using online dating apps, or whether you're swiping on your phone, or whether you are trying to arrange dates over the phone, like whatever it is that you're doing to actually reach out and maybe find a partner, do that in the Northwest sector. It's a very, very good sector to be in. Now, the peach blossom energy, the reason why it's being considered romantic energy is because it makes you more likable. And if you become more likable, then people are more attracted to you. So this obviously also works in a professional context. Let's say you are a live streamer or a blogger or, a social media influencer. You need to be likable to get more followers, right? So I would say in April, if this is really one of the things that you want to focus on because you need to get a mass following and more likes or subscriptions or whatever it is, then do all of these activities in the Northwest sector, because automatically you seem to just have this aura around you, this charisma that draws people to you. So this is really, really beneficial. And of course, you can also use this if you're a salesperson, yeah? If you make yourself more likable, then people will buy from you no matter what you have to sell. So think about it. You can use the Northwest as well if you are a salesperson, and just, position yourself or locate yourself in the Northwest whenever you do some sort of sales activity. Now, on the other hand, this is also an academic star. So this can help you absorb new knowledge. If you have children and they struggle with their homework, or they struggle with exams, or just generally have a bit of a hard time absorbing new knowledge, new wisdom, new information, then put them in the Northwest sector during the month of April. There's a very strong energy that helps and support studying. Now, if that is not possible, alternatively, you can actually also use the East for studying, but the Northwest is better. Now, then we have the North sector here. Now, the North sector, we've got the double 8. The double 8, or the 8th star in general, is considered a cash flow star, even though it's getting weaker in period 9 in the time frame that we're now in. But it's still considered a cash flow star. But it is money through hard work. So usually we want the money to work for us, but if you position yourself in the North, you have to work for the money. Now, the good thing is that if you are a freelancer, if you're a contractor, if you work on a project basis, then locating yourself in the North sector for work this month, you will likely get more inquiries, you will likely get more contracts, more projects, yeah, which is more work, but ultimately then the money will follow, right? Provided you say yes to the project. So this is generally a good sector for freelancers, self-employed people, people who work from home, to just get more orders or more projects, right? So more work, but ultimately more money. Now, if you're not working from home, or if you can't use this sector in your office, The number 8 star, because it's a cash flow star, money star, you can also use it for any sort of activity that relates to financial planning. So if you have to make a plan for the year, or you have to make a budget, or just go over your financials, any activity that relates to finances, you can also do in the north, and you will be most supported here. And then lastly, for the positive sectors, we've got the northeast sector with the 66. So that one is mostly used for those who are in a management position, who need to make sure that their opinions are heard, that their orders are being followed. This is an authority energy, yeah? It gives you authority, status, reputation, this kind of thing. So if you want to improve your management skills, maybe you go, maybe you take an online course, or you read management books, or whatever it is that you want to do to improve your people management skills, do that in the northeast. Now, if you are unemployed, then this is also a sector that you can use to re-enter the workforce, or at least try to re-enter the workforce by making a career plan, writing a CV or a resume, sending it out, taking interviews from the northeast sector. So these kind of activities that help you either switch career or find a new profession, find a new job, can also all be conducted in the northeast sector. And it just makes you a little bit more authoritative and heard. Yeah, very important. All right, so these are the 5 really, really positive sectors in your home and in your office. I hope that you can at least use 2 or 3 of them, because as I mentioned, because they're double stars, like the energy is doubled this month, they're extra powerful. So really try to make use of them. Now, as it pertains to the less positive stars, let's start with the one in the south. So here we've got the number 7. Now, the number 7, look, it's not an entirely negative star. If you are in a profession like me, if you work with energy healing or Chinese metaphysics or Western metaphysics for that matter, you can actually use this sector, because the number 7 pertains to metaphysics and energy healing and spirituality. So you can actually make use of this sector, and maybe you want to study up on your favorite topic, or you want to add some extra knowledge, or you actually want to conduct readings and healing sessions from that sector, then this is really, really powerful. It also helps you speak. So if you need to communicate better, if you need to practice for a presentation, you can also do this in the south. Now, the drawbacks of the number 7 star, which is also regarded as the disagreement star, the robbery star, the fire hazard star, as the names imply, you know, there may be some negative drawbacks there. I would say maybe be a bit careful when you light candles in the south during the month of April, because there's a bit of a higher fire hazard, yeah. Doesn't mean you can't light candles, but I would say just be careful, yeah. Make sure that you light candles that cannot, you know, you put them in a container that is inflammable, right? Now, from a robbery star perspective, it may just mean that, you know, you have to be a little bit careful with your personal belongings. If you do spend a lot of time in the south sector, you could be more prone to maybe losing your wallet, or you could be more susceptible to scams. So be very careful when someone offers you a business opportunity or a money-making opportunity. Just be a little bit more diligent and use common sense, right? Now, that's the south. Then we've got the southeast. So there we've got a 22. Now, this one is an interesting one. Traditionally, the number 2 star is an illness star. It's considered the illness star. And because now we've got, for the month of April, we've got the annual illness star as well as the monthly illness star located here. This is a bit of a risky energetic setup for those who spend a lot of time in the southeast, especially if you sleep there and you're already struggling with health issues, maybe chronic health issues. You're trying to recover from an illness, or maybe you just got out of hospital, you're trying to recover, or maybe you are pregnant in the first trimester. So then it's probably not the best sector to spend a lot of time in. However, in period 9, which we are currently in, yeah, we've entered into period 9 in 2024 all the way until 2043. This number 2 star also pertains to wealth, and it is mostly used for business owners. It is also very useful for anybody who is in the property and real estate industry or would like to make investments in those industries. So you can use this star as a business owner. Yes, you may get, you may feel a little bit unwhelmed. You may get more headaches, for example, while you're there, or, you know, you may get a sore throat, like nothing serious. If you're generally healthy and you use this sector and you're a business owner, then you're actually tapping into the energies that pertain to asset accumulation and wealth accumulation, long-term ones. Yeah, so it's not like quick turnarounds. Yeah, it's long-term asset accumulation. So quite helpful for a business owner. And then lastly, we've got the West sector. And this is the only one that you should really be careful with, I would say. In the West sector, since we have the double 5 here, don't do any hammering, drilling, renovation, moving around the furniture. Just keep the sector quiet. If you have your bedroom here, that's not the end of the world, right? As long as you just keep the bedroom nice and quiet. Yeah, don't play any loud music. Don't shift your bed around because you're so scared of the number 5 or whatever. The number 5 needs to be triggered in order to exert its negative energies onto you. And it can only be triggered if you trigger it with hammering, drilling, water features, fire, an open flame, like a candle or anything like that. If you don't do any of these activities, then you're actually safe. Then you can also sleep in the West sector. You can work in the West sector. The only thing I would say is if you work in the West sector, be aware that you may run into more obstacles than usual in your day-to-day work. And I would say be a bit more careful whenever you're trying to enter into a partnership. Be a little bit more diligent and don't sign any legal documents or any contracts while you're seated in the West sector, because it may actually lead to problems down the road. Yeah, so it's a bit of a tricky sector. You can use it if you need a breakthrough, because the number 5 energy, it will give you breakthroughs. Usually it means you have to completely give up on an idea, or you have to let go of something that was really dear to you in order to let some new energy in. So it's not an altogether bad energy, but it requires a lot of changes. And as human beings, we don't really like changes. Yeah. All right. So this is the Flying Stars chart for the month of the Earth Dragon, the Wuchen month. I hope that you can really make use of these positive sectors, because it's really worthwhile this month. At least I will try my best to use at least 3 or 4 of these sectors while I'm at home and not traveling. So let me know how that goes for you. Let me know how the month goes for you. Put your comments in the comment section below. I always love to hear from you. And if you would like to have a personal reading from me or like a feng shui audit with me, please get in touch. My email address is in the description to the video. And yeah, in the meantime, please help me grow my channel by subscribing to my channel, sharing this video out, and giving it a big thumbs up. I'd be really, really grateful. Thank you, guys. See you soon.